Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity and creator of Bogash Life and Balance. And today we're going to talk about the concerns with sterilizing everything that we see and touch in today's day and age. Now, two things about that is, first of all, the term for an inanimate object that contains, that can transfer an infection, whether it's bacterial or virus, is called a fomite. And it's been pretty well accepted that fomites are not a real big way that coronavirus spreads. Despite that, we seem to be disinfecting every surface known to man as if that particular surface has enough viral material to cause infection in you. The other thing I've always found ironic about this is that every disinfectant has a contact time. So if you leave it bleach or any type of antibacterial or antiviral spray, it usually has to sit somewhere and like go to the grocery store and they spray down the carton, wipe it right down, like really not doing anything in that. Washing our hands, however, can be a different story. Even though there's argument that our the bacteria and the flora on your skin, your microbiome, your skin will recover pretty quickly, regardless of what it's exposed to. But there is no question that sterilizing everything, even before today's day and age, the use of antibiotics, the use of antibacterial agents like triclocarban to CTC, triclosan, those have largely been banned, but they're still found in a lot of different products. So this particular study looked at the ability or the problem of these particular compounds leading to both colitis, so inflammation of the gut, as well as markers of precancerous, pre-colon cancer in the gut associated with those exposures. Well, that's those particular compounds, but you can bet that anything that sterilizes our system and kills off our bacteria are going to have a problem, because we want those things to be living. We want balance. We want diversity in our gut. And if we wipe those out and kill those off with antibiotic, antiviral, everything, then we never really get a chance to build a flora and a diversity in our gut. So part of the reason we need different types of bacteria in our gut is to make sure that our gut plays well with the bacteria. This is one of the issues, the hygiene hypothesis, especially in children, in that they should be raised with exposures, like go out and play in the dirt type of thing. And when they aren't, things like allergies and asthma are more likely because they don't get exposed to those bacteria and our immune system doesn't recognize those bacteria. And so when they are later exposed to them, it's now a battle instead of an old friendship. So what do we do? How do we balance that out? I think the idea of disinfecting every single surface any more than we did a year ago or 2 years ago is not really necessary. Washing our hands certainly makes sense. The coughing and sneezing, but keep in mind that if we overdo things, especially bleach wiping everything in your own household, may be creating a potential problem in the future for, in this particular case, gut health. And it'd be interesting to see how many people watching this video, feel free to throw something in the comments, if you've noticed that your gut isn't quite what it used to be before we started disinfecting every possible surface on the planet because of the fear of SARS-CoV-2. It'd be interesting what personal experiences and somebody who might have had their guts not functioning the way it used to, and maybe you weren't sure why. Well, maybe this could be a part of that. But again, the biggest concern in this particular case is using the triclocarban and triclosan, those two particular compounds. It may not be them. It may not be a direct irritation to the gut. It may just be the way that they're killing off the bacteria. But they have been, it's one of the reasons they're banned, is because it creates problems, but they are still in an awful lot of products that we are exposed to. and they have similar products that we are now exposing ourselves to in higher levels than ever. So as always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs this information, and subscribe to the channel, and throw it in the comments if you happen to have had some concerns with your gut and you think that maybe disinfecting everything is playing a role.